Hi, Rach.
Hi, RJ.
I have a few of these emails from a variety of members that we are approaching Valentine's Day. And like all good men, we want to know what women are thinking around Valentine's Day. So I've got questions for you when it comes to the gentleman that has just met the woman of his dreams. And he's probably 1 to 3 months into it.
Right.
So he wants to know the way of sending a very nice Valentine's gift or message. And then we have the gentleman who's around 6 months to maybe a year. And then we have the guy that's over a year. So I'm going to grab these questions and I'll give you my thoughts.
To hear what they say.
Yeah, I'm going to give you my thoughts and tell you what I recommend, but I want you to have your own completely opposite opinion.
Okay. I know you're really good at gift giving, so you'll have lots of ideas.
Okay, so this gentleman his name's Steve, and he's about 90 days into a relationship. So a couple things, Steve, yes. And what Steve is asking us is what's the appropriate Valentine's gift? And so I have a couple questions, and I'm just going to throw them out there. We don't know if Steve and his significant other have, consummated the relationship yet. And I think that's an important factor. What do you think?
The same. I'm really curious if they have shared those words, I love you.
Okay. Or if they've actually physically expressed that love to each other. But let's just assume, for Steve's sake, so we don't embarrass him, that they've done whoopee. Okay.
And they've shared those three special words.
And they shared those three. And he's 90 days into the relationship. What's a nice gift for Steve to give his girlfriend when you're 90 days into it and we're assuming they've had whoopee?
Well,
I'm going to come out and...
I'm a big fan of the love letter.
Okay.
So I do think that this would... Let's just imagine that they might have said, I love you once, maybe more than once in a sweet whisper. This might be a really great time to actually put it down on the page and actually really, quote, make it official. And along with that said, you know me, RJ, I'm all for the genuine, authentic, and as much as I think like a dinner out on Valentine's Day is a great idea, I think it's even more special. Like, let's just say Steve went to your site, got a new recipe, and offered to invite her over and make this amazing meal, candlelight dinner.
Great suggestion.
Thanks.
Great suggestion. Single dad cooking. I'm going to say to this gentleman, Steve, if you're 90 days into it and that threshold of what we just talked about earlier, whoopee or no whoopee, if there's no whoopee going on yet, then your standard card, flowers, chocolate, great ideas. Even making her dinner. That's a safe bet. It's not too overwhelming. Would you agree? Or is it a little too underwhelming, those three options?
Yeah, if they haven't consummated the relationship yet and he's making dinner for her and having her over, there's definitely some underlying expectations there. So he could be a little cautious about that one. If they haven't gone that far, that might make her very nervous to be invited over a bottle of champagne.
Okay, so Steve, our advice is going to be, if it's still early in the stages and there's no whoopee, you can't lose with a very nice card, Rachel's suggestion, or RJ's generic one, which would be flowers. I want to say a lunch date instead of a dinner date. And chocolate, because all women love chocolate. Most women love chocolate. I got to clarify that. Most women.
And let me just add one more thing about the card. Not a Hallmark card. A blank card that you can write on, the handwriting doesn't smear. And even if it's just one line, something you appreciate, something you're handing. But not a Hallmark. You are special. Be my Valentine. Sorry,
got
Hallmark.
it. And let's not forget flowers. I don't want to leave out the flower industry. Let's not forget flowers.
Yes, flowers, great.
Okay. Certain type of flowers you want to recommend?
Well, I'm a big wildflower fan, but...
Really?
Are you
So
a rose
what if I
fan,
just
RJ?
sent you a bunch of baby's breath? That's pretty wild.
You're
Baby's
a red
breath
rose
isn't going to
kind of
work,
man,
is
aren't
it?
you?
Yeah, baby's breath is not going to work. Although it's very affordable. Okay, so that's our advice, Steve.